These will be your monthly general readings. No reading should dictate how you think, feel, act, and live. Your power is yours and yours alone. Keep it, respect it, and love it. What you can expect on this channel is to hear a lot about blending and weaving together of feminine and masculine energies. So maybe you will find a versatility here which will make it equally comfortable to listen alone or with your significant other. These are, as I said, general readings. What you resonate with, that is for you. You can happily let everything else pass you by. Thanks for being here, and let's get started with your reading. Welcome, air signs. June 2020, yes? Has anyone told you lately that you're their favorite? You're certainly mine. Take a moment, show you the card decks we're going to use, and then we'll get right to the reading. Just got a new deck that I'm going to use as an oracle deck today. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. The backs are beautiful. The artwork is beautiful. We're going to use it. For the Cosmic Father energy, the Ghost Tarot. For the Cosmic Mother energy, the Tarot of Marseille Jodorowsky version. For the blended energies, the Shadowscapes Tarot. So let me just mention, I'm going to recommend that you also listen to, this month, also listen to the water signs general reading. With the full moon this weekend and quite a significant energetic full moon, it'll probably serve you well to at least know what the cards had to say about watery energy. Let's get to your reading. I have already shuffled these cards, so I'm just going to cut them and deal them. Starting with the Divine Masculine line. 5 of Pentacles. King of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Now for the Divine Feminine line. Five of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Very interesting. And the Fool. And the blended energies. So, let's see what we have for the Psychic Tarot of the Heart cards to guide us, to guide these lines. Heal for the Divine Masculine line. clarity of belief for the Divine Feminine line. So until I get up and running, like I said, I just got this deck, and until I get up and running, I'm going to read these. So for the Divine Masculine, let's do that first. Heal. And by the way, these are associated with the major and minor arcana, and also associated with chakra cards. When the chakra cards come out, they are special circumstances. But the heal card is associated with the 17 of the major arcana, the star card. So heal. A peaceful healing energy surrounds you right now. This is an ideal time to bring healing to your relationships and realize your hopes and dreams. This card could be presenting itself to ask you, isn't it time for forgiveness? Understand that no human being can ever be perfect. By accepting this, you're in a position to forgive yourself and those with whom you're involved. Forgive freely and without reservations, as blame and resentment are heavy weights to bear. By forgiving, you'll feel a weight lifted from your shoulders and become enveloped by deep serenity. You'll also give the gift of serenity to the other person. Don't just offer forgiveness, also offer your love and thoughtful insight. Open, non-judgmental dialogues with others, sharing what you've learned and how you've grown. By doing so, you'll be encouraging others to practice forgiveness. With hope for the future, relationships can blossom. Please know, too, that by forgiving yourself and embracing a hopeful spirit, you also invite new relationships into your life. At the same time, be willing to receive the blessings that others have to offer you. Be open to their insights and guidance. Listen objectively to what others have to say and act upon that guidance if it feels right for you. Be receptive to divine inspiration as well. It surrounds you at this time. Heal yourself, heal your relationships, and be at peace. Moving to, so the star card associated with the Divine Masculine line. This card is associated with the Ace of Swords. Clarity of belief. Great potential is around you to divine who you really are at this time in your life and to determine what your beliefs are regarding love and commitment. Discard any outdated ideas about how a relationship should function and what the proper roles should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded, bring a breath of fresh air to your way of thinking about love and partnerships. When you have gained clarity, gently communicate this to other people with whom you're in a relationship. Explain how you would like to see the relationship change or grow, and exchange ideas on how each of you might alter your behavior to make this happen. Act upon your new insights and transform your relationships. That's excellent. And the fact that this is for air signs, the star card is associated with Aquarius, and swords are air. Excellent. So, what do we have here? In the Divine Masculine, the story is that the Five of Pentacles is somehow lying in the past, recent past, distant past. And the ghosts, these shadow figures continue to linger for some reason. So it's a time to call things the way they really are, not how they seem to be. And this Five of Pentacles, the hanging of that ghostly energy, can now be set aside and put away, let go, transcend it. And where do you transcend to? The King of Cups. So in the masculine line, this can be the king of your dreams in the feminine, or it can be kingly energy that the masculine wants to bring to the table at this time. So by letting this dwindle, the ghostly images dwindle into the past, we get to the kingly energy, the knowledge base foundation with the leadership component to lead a relationship of some sort into higher ground. And the nice part about this, what's balancing here, is that the Four of Pentacles is that kind of stability in the earth that allows you to go here without having to focus on the pentacles of the past and rather focus on the stability of the past and the future. So prior to this Five of Pentacles moment, there was stability enough to be able to recall that now and to live that, especially since the healing card in the relationships is primary. It's actually the spirit force that oversees all this energy. And what wants to rise to the occasion out of all this energy? In my opinion, the king. But the king is going to bank off of two in order to achieve this with this king. This king is going to have to bank off of the not only the knowledge of the letting go in this past moment, but also the knowledge and wisdom gained by knowing what stability in the physical world and the material world feels like. And that brings a lot of healing potential. Now, the clarity of belief, that Ace of Swords kind of energy. Again, we have, but this time, there's another Four of Pentacles here, and it's cross-referencing. Okay, by itself, we have a change moment, something that wants to change and has been knocking at the door for some time. And now, this stability moment can allow that to happen, knocking on the door for this change. Well, what does the change want to be? Good old fool, that adventurous soul who's willing to step off and to take very little with him into a complete world-class adventure. And what allows all of this to exist in that magical aspect is having the clarity to do it. Now remember that this kind of a clarity is not just aimless, and it's not just going anywhere. It's intentional, and it's making it possible for relationships. So this this Four of Pentacles and this Four of Pentacles wants to bond. They want to blend. Remember the blending and the interweaving of energies. They want to blend together for a purpose. And sometimes common ground. Remember the expression? Finding shared dreams, common ground, is a place to start that's huge in terms of its ability to feel like kinship, to feel like bonding. So I would love to see, this just hit me that I would love to see, since that these two cards, these two energies decide to go diagonal, well, why can't these go diagonal too? And that the lightheartedness factor of this can bring with the King of Cups, the love component, and also the healing within, can bring a delightful combined energy. Now, that's all for this. You can see how these can work together and blend and weave and flow. Now let's see what the blending is all about. The situation here is the Three of Wands. So a choice, but also a choice that's been made now for a purpose. And what I like about the woman who painted these images for these cards is that although this seems like stepping off into the void, the magical part about this is that the traveler finds herself stepping into what she has faith in and finding, instead of nothing but air, finding that the bridge grows with her. Nice creativity. And that's the situation here for these blended energies, is a Three of Wands. It's a very dynamic type of energy, something that embodies, feels like perhaps a new relationship that you are in. And in that newness, this is a great step to have, to maybe be able to share. By doing this kind of combining, you are inherently bringing out your creative aspects, and the shared creative aspects can build on themselves, because every creativity can be applied to every aspect of life, right? The challenge is the Ace of Cups. And I can see why this card could be here with the Ace of Cups being in the challenge position. Perhaps in the past, I mean, if there's healing that needs to happen, then that would imply that something happened in the past that created the need for healing. So perhaps this challenge here is, since things are starting off on a simple level with a 3-level creativity and not the Empress level creativity, another 3. But this level of creativity, maybe that's something that can be decided upon by the partnership, that's enough for the moment. And all the challenge is saying is to remember what you're going after here. Remember what the goal and the desired outcome is. If it's love, then be that as it may, and use that to illuminate, use the ultimate goal to illuminate the near future goal. And this challenge is just it's gone, you can do this, but now can you do it? I mean, you have the knowledge within yourselves that you can do this. Now, can you bring that to this physical world, this physical level of stability? Nice little woven moment with that energy. Your strength, your asset, the Knight of Swords. That is something that says to me that both parties, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, know what taking action not only is, but they know the value. You guys know the value of taking action. Not just random action, but it's almost like that mature, evolved taking action, that you do it at the right time and in the right place. But when you do, the Knight of Swords has your back, and air signs. So could it be that you are air communicating with another air sign? Well, here's your airy knight ready to get on his steed and ride. And a potential outcome is another air card. 6 of Swords. Okay. There's a lot of benevolence here, and there's a lot of meaningful, deeper feelings. I'm getting the sense of that the way the cards are, there's some baggage to be let go of. There's some self-confidence to be built up somewhat. And there's some work implied. And I'm not trying to say that this is a bummer. I'm trying to say that we were talking about a moment ago about the challenge being to keep your eye on the prize. Well, if you do that when confronted with the 6 of Swords, let's say, that is the card of perseverance. And perseverance, if you take it just as a task or a labor, if you will, then that's okay. But is that going to be enough for you? Because it's worth asking that question. If you take that kind of perseverance and apply it to the feeling that you know is available for you afterwards. Remember, we were talking up in here about the woven energies being somewhat based on experience and the wisdom gained from experience. So you know what that means. So this is saying to me, be in it for the long game, not the short, instant gratification game. This is for those of you who are yearning for the long game, because then having the doorway open for a long game type of operation, you welcome that. You're ready to embrace it and bring it, invite it into your life. So that is your reading for June of 2020, air signs. And I wish you well. Have fun with it. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.